Hello everyone, Jobexi here, and welcome to Let's Play the Talos Principle. For how quickly I can solve these. Alright, Star's there. Still.
Rejoice, child, for you have fulfilled all your tasks in this land. You have conquered all its guardians and solved all its mysteries. Thus you are appointed its master, and you may do with it as you will.
Excellent! I'm the master of this realm. Does that mean anything? Does that do anything? No? I still don't have enough to do anything here. I think I have 3. So I don't really have to do anything. Oh! Nice! I've gotten all of the pieces from here. Alright, well, considering that I'm not up for going star hunting at the moment, let's get in this elevator. And we're just gonna go up and see what we can do from there. Eight difficult pieces. Now, in Realm B, the Realm of the Dead, there are much fewer green puzzles. I think there are only 3. They likely do that to be certain that you can't go to Realm C without going to Temple B first. So that's that. Alright, let's do this. Let's head over to, I kind of want to go in there now, but I guess I'll get pieces first. I don't want to break sequence. Not that there is a sequence in an open world type game. Okay, so I don't have any of these yet. But we're just going to run in and see what we can get our hands on, see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. I've already heard the monologue and introduction for this zone. So we're going to go from there. If you want to see the monologue for that, it's several episodes back. I highly recommend you watch this series from the beginning of this series so you can see my reactions all at once and in order. Of course, that's only if that sort of thing interests you. So it's interesting. They draw heavily from ancient Egyptian and Arabic and Greek and Hebrew themes heavily. Very intriguing. Another boarded up entryway. 7. So 3 areas with 7 in them. Of course, if you're interested in numerology at all, 7 is a very important number. According to the numerologists, you know, it's just the way that works. 7 is, according to that line of thinking, the divine number.
Life. But know that eternity may only be attained by those who serve a purpose greater than themselves. All else is decay. So it was written in the hidden words before the beginning of time.
Okay, so if we're dealing with a concept that started before the beginning of time, we're already into some weird sort of space. So this must be, as we know, a simulation. Those things written before the beginning of time were built into the construct of the current program before the program started. Let's read this. I'm finally getting some sense out of the entity in the archive. Though at some cost to my sanity, I'm beginning to think this Elohim wields no more control over the world than we do. Of course, that might very well be true. Uh, 24 million views. My new song with lyrics. Gotta laugh about this stuff. Laughter's the best medicine. I've got it, you've got it, he's got it, she's got it, mommy got it, daddy got it, baby got it, granny got it, laddie's got it, fatty's got it, happy's got it, sappy's got it, everybody's got it, come on. Jack's got it, Fred's got it, Bob's got it, dog is fine. Woof, 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 dancing dog. Everybody's got it except dog. Except dog. We've got it, we've got it, we've got it, everybody's got it. What is this it? Is this it personhood, or is this it this strange disease that killed all of mankind? Dog's fine. Huh. I don't know. Osiris 1. The dying man went unto the scribe, who resided in Permidjed, and said, Behold, I am weak of body, and my days under the holy son of Amun-Ra are coming to an end. Though I have spent my years in the service of the two lands, I have not studied the something. Tell me, you who are wise in the writings of the dead, what lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners? And the scribe spoke, saying, At the appointed time, 1. It is likely the location was changed according to who the copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. In the older manuscript, this is rendered as something, although controversy as to whether the dead compare with Khenti Amentu, the foremost of the Westerners, a little later given to Osiris. Sometimes mistaken for a mistranslation on Budge's part, this is actually almost certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not extant. And immortality. Disgruntlemeister's blog Stacy, episode 204. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there's an afterlife. I'm an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my consciousness will cease, and I will be gone. And you know what? I can't just embrace that. I can't say I'm okay with it, or I accepted it, or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudo-philosophers say. Pretentious drivel. Everyone wants to live forever. Maybe everybody deserves to live forever, too. But we can't, so here we are. So live with it. Or rather, don't. You know, this is a very popular line of thinking. And it's interesting because it's both popular and not comforting and not necessarily true. For skeptics, I'm not sure what they'd be skeptical of, but for skeptics of whatever it is that you're skeptical of, if you're skeptical of this sort of thing, it's likely very compelling to say that there exists absolutely nothing but the body, and once the body stops, the mind stops. And once the mind stops, the consciousness stops, and once the consciousness stops, you stop. Paint. What's paint good for? Oh. So once the consciousness stops, you stop. That's a very compelling, or once the mind stops, you know, the consciousness stops, which is you, and then you stop. That's a very compelling argument to somebody who likes to be very literal and visceral and deal only with what is seen. But as is described most eloquently in this game, we can't be sure of what we see at all. In the context of this game, we have no idea who we as a protagonist are, or our relation to Elohim, or really our environment as a whole. It is much the same in our modern reality. We have no idea who we are or where we are. We only know what we are told. Told by society, told by other individuals in society, told by what we read, told by what we see on TV or on the news. And that can be very compelling. But that doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it false. I'm not sure. Let's get back to the game. Frogs are people too. I like that one. Frogs are people too. Wow. That's really cool. You know, I've played the game titled A Beginner's Guide. And regretfully I didn't record it. But it's a beautiful game, and it talks about a lot of the same issues as this game does. Dealing with who we're interacting with. One element of the beginner's guide, I highly recommend you play it for yourself first. But if you've already played it, you know, you'll understand this. And if you haven't, spoiler alert, you know, I'm going to wave my hand again when I'm done spoiling so you can mute it. There's a place where you meet up with a whole bunch of other people who've been there, and they all leave messages and they tell you things. And the things that they tell you are, oh, this game sucks, or I can't solve this puzzle, I have no idea how to get further, and, you know, all things we've encountered in these QR codes. But you never get to leave one yourself. And you find, of course, the game isn't online. You know, it's not an MMO. You can't actually interact with any other people. So I guess that's the end of that spoiler. But the trick is here, we don't know whether we're interacting with anybody else. Because, yes, we just put one, but this isn't an online game. And in the context of the game, we don't know that. But being meta, so to speak, metagaming, we know that. This isn't an online game. All of this is pre-programmed into the game. At least I believe. I could be incorrect. But under that assumption, we really are interacting only with this one entity, which is the construct of reality, which we call, in this case, the game. But how is that any different from our modern lives? If it hurts to think about it, you don't need to think about it too hard. I made a box float. Seriously, it was awesome. Okay, so now we know the boxes float. Alright, let's go over here. It's a nice yellow difficulty puzzle. Window through a door. So this is definitely, this whole area is definitely more Egyptian themed. I like it quite a lot. Oh, we've got 2 of these to work with. I just don't understand this one. I figured I'd try and make some progress here, but honestly, it's such a thankless task compared to what else is out there. Okay, I think I need to backtrack some things. I think I'm not necessarily in the right place. Right, I need to open it from the inside just like I've done before. We've already solved that puzzle. Gosh, this music is just so good. Yeah, I need to circumvent that whole area. Ooh, interesting. He's the first statue we've seen that had a head. Alright, if I can get up, if I could get up there, that would be a different story, but it doesn't seem to be possible. Okay, Try something different. I'm gonna do this instead. Good. It's the making redundant of light beams. That's how it's done. And the timer takes a lot longer to make sure you can't cheese it. Oh, it's up here. Ding. Well, that was very pleasant. We're well on our way to unlocking the fan, and who knows what that does. Thank you so very much for watching this episode of Let's Play the Talos Principle. If you like what you see, you can click this button right here to be taken to the playlist. You can click my name to be taken to my channel, where you can check out my other content, or you can click subscribe if you like what you see to be notified when I produce more excellent content. Thanks so very much for watching, and I will see you in the comments.